Hello. Can you hear me? Yes. Tonight's thesis will be presented in two parts. How to fuck the planet and how to save the planet. First, the fucking. If the planet is to be fucked and human existence is the penis or the dildo or the cucumber or the rolled up newspaper with which to accomplish this, there are certain obstacles that must be overcome. First, enthusiasm. Now, focusing solely on cis-hetero relationships, or as we call it, history, women's need or enthusiasm for sex is now being paid too much attention. It was never the case. Earlier, women were just told to lie back, close their eyes, and think of England. Cavemen didn't do foreplay. But now, thankfully, at least when it comes to the planet, we paid attention to our heritage. We didn't ask the earth whether it was enthusiastic to get fucked, we just did it anyway. Next, pubic hair. Or forests. We've successfully convinced women to go get themselves Brazilian waxes, but the planet won't rid itself of forests. We have to do it for her, especially around Brazil. So we got to clear out all those forests and build giant concentration camps for cows and other cute animals. An Auschwitz, if you will. That was a nice one. And also to grow lots of soy. Every soy milk latte is a waxing appointment for the planet. The ozone layer is the labia majora of the planet. That's Latin for big lips, if you're a Latin aficionado. So this must be coaxed aside gently, or if you're the CEO of an oil company, roughly shoved away. But it's not enough if the ozone layer is done away with. In order for penetration to proceed smoothly, we need what? Yes, 10 points to Gryffindor. We need lubrication. Now, in the female body, of course, this is achieved by secretions produced by Bartholin's gland, named after a Danish man, Thomas Bartholin. Little learning for you. Now, Pussy Juice Center is named after a guy called Tommy. So if Tommy is to juice your woman up, she needs to be heated up. So also Mother Earth. Of course, in Mother Earth's case, the lubrication is achieved by oceans washing all over Earth's fuckable surface. Let me posit a controversial theory about how this is being brought about. Women are killing the planet by supporting each other. I'll illustrate this with an example. Let's say a woman posts a photo on social media, feeling cute. Now, I've never felt cute. So thank you. I can't relate to that impulse. But anyway, she does it, and another woman will come along and say, "Girl, you hot." This emboldens the first woman. She gets sucked into the spiral of seeking validation from other people, and she posts more and more pictures. Then she transits to videos. Soon, reels and shorts. She's an influencer. She's taking up more and more space on the internet, and Google, Meta, Facebook, whoever, they're launching more and more computers and servers to host her content. Now, in society, we had mechanisms to keep this in check. To keep women in line, we invented the patriarchy. Yes! Yeah. We invented it. This was a good system. If a woman felt bad, tough luck. We did nothing about it. There was no vent, there was no expression, no social media, nothing. To keep men in line, we invented toxic masculinity. Yes, woo! These were the checks and balances of the world. Now, a man could post a picture with one leg on a tank, the other on top of a mountain, and some other dude would still come and say, "Yeah, he has a small dick." Now, that isn't the point, but in the picture you can actually see his dick. It's swinging right there. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa went bungee jumping. Now, let's say I, as a dude, posted a similar picture, right? You know what a man has to do to get womanly support from another man? So let's say I put a picture saying, "Feeling cute." This would go completely ignored for 48 hours. And then one of my closest friends, I've known this guy for 30 years, we've grown from children to being men with children. He would still comment saying, you shouldn't feel cute, you should feel ashamed. Then another of my closest friends would comment saying, what you should feel is a strong urge to kill yourself. Now I come from the most populated section of the planet, clearly. And, oh, I thought he was white. So, to keep the massive hordes of colored people be sustainable, we had one very important factor, poverty. So, yes, we were sustainable by default. We couldn't afford to keep buying things. We reused plates, spoons, and utensils because we had no other go. Colonialism was eco-friendliness with an English accent. So we had all these checks and balances in place, but then, anyone here self-identify as young? Yeah? Well, fuck all of you then. You're ruining the planet. We had all of these systems, these floodgates in place, and you removed it all with your equality and your feminism and your diversity and inclusion. Now everyone is expressing themselves all over the internet. Men are talking about feelings and other diseases. The historically poor are growing more and more prosperous. We're wearing too much, we're eating too much, we have too much, we are too many. Second, how to save the planet. Unfortunately, I've been told we've run out of time for that, so thank you very much.